Heyo YouTube, Flowcat here. It seems that some new gameplay footage has dropped for Wuthering Waves. Yes, a gameplay trailer has been shown at the 2022 Tokyo Game Show. This video is also available on the Wuthering Waves YouTube channel, which is where I originally sort of saw it. I watched it once, but I didn't really pay super close attention to it. I was impressed with what I did see, and I'm excited to watch the full video with you guys, as well as give some commentary, and after the fact, I want to share my thoughts on the game. Now, for those of you who don't know, Curl Games also develops Punishing Gray Ravens, which is a mobile gacha game. I played Punishing Gray Ravens from the global launch for about 6 to 8 months. And I gotta tell you, overall, I really enjoyed my time with the game. Punishing Gray Ravens has one of the best free-to-play experiences, which is not really the reason I fell in love with the game. It has a great story, even though some of the translations may be a little rough sometimes. Overall, the action gameplay is really satisfying. It's not too bloated with content, but most importantly, the boss fights in Punishing Gray Ravens are like next level. It's kind of shocking because it's a mobile game, but the boss fights in Punishing Gray Ravens are some of the most engaging and interesting boss fights I've seen in video games. That sounds kind of ridiculous, but I think you'll understand a little better after we watch this video. Let's get into it. All right, so here we are. I'm not gonna pause the video, but I may mention a few things throughout. Otherwise, that's it. Just sit back and enjoy the ride. Very ominous beginning. All right, so it looks like we're jumping right in. Now, the first thing I noticed is that the animations are super good. Not only for the character that this guy is playing, but also for the boss. Like, look at that. And then this is really interesting as well. It's basically like a cutscene. But the transition from cutscene to gameplay is pretty smooth. Sort of like a cool feint right there. That was pretty neat. Another cutscene. MC gets smashed. Have no idea what this is. These cutscenes are really well animated. Camera angles are all really cool. And then you get the epic music. Second phase. I really like how the boss has these super slow animations that you really feel like the weight of his attack, you know? Well, they're like slow to a point, but then they snap and the attack goes off, you know? I would say, like, one small criticism that I noticed is that the character seems to get really close to the boss. And at some points, like you can see right here, the character is like clipping with the boss. I think that just might be an issue with the hitboxes for the attacks. Or the character's just getting a bit too close there. That's probably something that they'll just polish. Another really cool attack pattern right here. And another thing I wanted to mention is that the camera is really nice. Even though the boss is moving a lot, the camera seems to be following the boss and the fight in a way that's easy to keep track of. It's not too chaotic. Get more deeps off on him. And okay, it's gonna jump into another cutscene. Parry strike. Epic. And then it's gonna jump to another boss here. And this one is a bit different. So they're sort of just showcasing like the variations of like the kinds of bosses that you might face in the game. So the other one was a little more of like a brawler, kind of in your face dude, and this guy seems to be jumping around just a lot, teleporting, blinking, and then also showing off a new character. This character has ice attacks. Was able to freeze the guy. That's a really kind of a cool attack right there. And then you have what I think this is the MC right here. This girl seems to have like an air attack and then can summon a little pet or something, maybe heals or something like that. The dodging looks really snappy and satisfying, just like in Punishing Gray Ravens. They do dodges really well. You really feel good about hitting that perfect dodge. I don't know what the heck that was. Big rock golem thing. Some lightning strikes. So he's changing up his attack patterns a bit here with the weapon. Nice. And he's done a Reno. Okay, and then this, like, honestly, I might skip this part right here. This is just showing a big turtle enemy. And, I mean, it's a cool fight. Like, you know, there's gonna be, like, not just humanoid enemies, also have, like, big beast monsters like this. But I think that you guys all get the gist of it. So let me see, is there, I don't know if there's anything after the turtle. Oh, there is a little bit more after that. Sag turtle. He like dies really slowly at the end and he's like, "Argh," and then falls over. It's pretty sad. All right, I don't know who this guy is. Ooh, his design is spicy. I like it. Calling all whales, you know. Even the smallest person can change the course of history. So as you can tell, that was pretty freaking cool. Those boss fights look really exciting to me. There are more than a couple reasons as to why I'm excited for Wuthering Waves, but the big two right now are the movement system and the boss fights. There's some footage out of the first Wuthering Waves technical test, and you can see that the characters can do basically parkour, they can wall run, jump, glide, do all sorts of really interesting maneuvers that I think will make exploration feel a lot more fun than the traditional like Genshin climbing where you're just like up an entire mountain, you know what I mean? Anyway, the other reason that I'm so excited is because of the boss fights. From Software is known for having epic cinematic boss fights that make you feel the intensity and the power of the enemy that you are facing. Curl Games is also very good at that. There's another facet though of boss design that I think Curl Games does even better than From Software, and that's making the boss fights feel like a dance. As you saw in the gameplay trailer, there's really no blocking, it's all dodging or attacking. Not only that, but the bosses have attacks that you simply can't avoid by just walking out of the way or being in the correct position. You have to respect their attack patterns and attack when they are done with their attacks. This gives the combat a sort of dance-like feel where you go back and forth with the boss. And I don't really have another way to describe it, but it's a super cool feeling that I got from playing Punishing Gray Ravens, and I'm hoping to experience that same thing in Wuthering Waves. It's just a really engaging thing to fight a boss for the first time, get absolutely clobbered, and have to learn their attack patterns. It's not just the brain dead gameplay where you sit there and it's a number fight. It really is a fight of learning how to take down that boss, which makes the process a lot more satisfying when you are able to actually take down the boss. I think the dance-like feel is emphasized by the frequent cut in and cut out of the cutscenes. I hope that is a common occurrence for boss fights in the game. That would be super epic. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say about it. I'm very much looking forward to this game, and I've been looking forward to it for quite a while. It's going to be our third anime open world RPG, and who knows how it's going to turn out. I do trust Curl Games as a developer though, so I'm very much looking forward to the game. I have a feeling that it will be free to play friendly. I have a feeling that the combat will be very engaging, and I'm just very much hoping that they can pull off the open world thing. This will be Curl Games' first stab at a big open world, and you know, that's sort of a skill in and of itself. But that will be bringing us to the end of this video. That's all I gotta say about it. Super stoked about the game. I'm probably going to try to get into the beta, or at least follow the beta content very closely, and I will surely be playing Wuthering Waves as soon as it launches. If you enjoyed the video, I would love it, and Freddy right here would love it too, if you were to subscribe. It would mean a lot. It would help me grow and achieve my goal of becoming a full-time content creator here on YouTube. Also, don't forget to like, drop a comment, all that good stuff, and I have a Discord link in the description of all of my videos, also in the pinned comment. We've got a friendly community in there with giveaways, fun conversations, all sorts of glorious stuff. Don't be afraid to jump in and make some friends. And as always, stay healthy, stay hydrated. Peace.